Would it have been Hangman Page retaining over Bryan Danielson? Or would the Dragon, the American Dragon, dethrone and abruptly end Adam Hangman Page as champion after just a month at the top of All Elite Wrestling? And now, looking back on it, looking back at what transpired on Wednesday night, I am so happy. I am so very happy I did not do it. Because at the end of the day, we all saw the result. We all saw that it ended in a time limit draw. Which means nobody won. Which means nobody lost. Which means there was no conclusion, there was no closure, everything remained the same. And yes, we've got 60 minutes of top-notch wrestling action. We did. But like I said, no closure, no winner. You're basically jerking off your fans, telling them to hold up, we're going to get you to that place eventually, pretty damn soon. And this wouldn't be a problem, this time limit drop wouldn't be a problem if it was just the first time that it happened. But it's not. Just a few months ago, we got a 30-minute time limit draw between Kenny Omega and Bryan Danielson. And that worked back then because it gave us something to look forward to. We were all looking forward to the rematch, the inevitable rematch that is yet to come between Bryan Danielson and Kenny Omega down the line once the cleaner comes back from all his injuries. That's a rematch we all get to look forward to. But right now, AEW has essentially taken a shortcut this past Wednesday night on Dynamite. AEW did not have the balls, the intestinal fortitude to give us a winner in that match. And I get it. Most of you AEW marks, AEW fans out there are gonna be like, yeah, but they gave us 60 minutes of top-notch action that you don't get anywhere else. That's like saying, okay, don't eat for the next 3 days because on Wednesday, on Thursday night, this upcoming Wednesday, Thursday night, you're going to have a feast, you're going to have a buffet, you're going to have all-you-can-eat buffet, but we're not going to give you dessert. We're not going to give you that cherry on top. You're not going to be completely satisfied. You can have a ball. You can have anything on the menu except for the dessert, except for that cherry on top of the cake that you want. Why? Because we just don't feel to give it. We just don't feel like giving it to you yet. We want to wait to give you that. So essentially, AEW has made time limit draws a running joke. And I get it, it's the second time that this has happened in the past few months. It's the second time. It's no big deal, just 2 times. It's not like WWE giving us rematch after rematch after rematch after rematch after rematch every single week on Raw and every single week on SmackDown. It's not the same thing, and yes, it certainly was more entertaining. But at the end of the day, we were expecting closure. We were expecting a definitive winner. And if I had done that preview show, or that preview clip for this match, I would have told you. I would have told you if it was up to me, I would have had the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, win the championship from Hangman Adam Page. Because right now, the current run Bryan Danielson has is, in my opinion, and this is just my personal opinion, it's a lot hotter and a lot more exciting than what Hangman Page brings to the table. Because we already got what we wanted from Hangman Page. We got the journey to the World Championship. He's defended the world title. But overall, eventually down the line, that's going to get boring and it's going to get stale because he's a babyface. He's a babyface champion. And babyfaces need to chase the heel. And a hero is not anywhere good or any important at all if their villain can't get the job done. That's eternal storytelling right there. The villain needs to be, at some points, better than the babyface, than the hero, so that the hero can overcome those odds and overcome those stakes and live up to his potential. And that's how you create a story. But you can't end it on a draw. Certainly not a second time. Because I can tell you right now, I'm not looking forward to another rematch between Hangman Adam Page and Bryan Danielson. I'm not. I would have been looking forward to the rematch if Bryan Danielson had won the championship. Hell, I would have even been looking forward to a rematch if Hangman Adam Page would have retained the title. Just give us a definitive winner. It is. Just give us a definitive winner. I'll go back to another example. It's just like you gave us the Super Bowl, but there was no winner. No one became champion. You gave us a great match, back and forth, two teams overcoming the odds against one another in one of the greatest matches in NFL history, and nobody won. Because the referees, the officials of the game couldn't decide who would win. So AEW needs to work on that. They need to work on the fact that they can't give us definitive results. I'll take the finger poke of doom in 1999 over this any single day. Why? Because there's a winner in that match. There's a resolution. There are things to come. What do we have to look forward to next Wednesday night on Dynamite? Ooh, a 60-minute time limit draw. What a great match. There was no definitive winner. So we're going to get a rematch down the line. Well, guess what? What happens if these two guys went out there in a main event of a show with all the heat that they had for each other, against each other, leading up to the match? If these guys wrestled to a 60-minute time limit draw, what do you think a rematch is going to end with? What do you think it's going to lead up to? Another rematch? A screwball finish? An overbooked mess? This past Wednesday night was decision day for AEW. You either buckle up, grab your frickin' balls, and tell your audience that Hangman Page is your guy right now, and he beats Bryan Danielson to retain the championship, or you go the entire other different way. You tell us, your audience, that the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, has been on such a run since he debuted on AEW television that he deserves to dethrone Hangman Adam Page, because that will bring ratings up. That will bring the attention of the wrestling fans to our product. You do that. You give us one of those two things. You don't take the easy way out, which was this time limit draw, and tell the fans, oh, wait for it. Wait for us to really gauge what we want from both of these guys, what we want from our programming, from our show. And then we'll give you what we want. Then we'll see what we want to do with our main event title scene with two of our top guys. Then we'll see. You don't do that. But I digress. That's just my opinion. I know a lot of you fans, like I've said earlier in this video, earlier in this broadcast, a lot of you fans are just happy you got the 60 minutes. That time limit draw. That fantastic action. I'm not denying it was a fantastic matchup. It was great watching him go back and forth. I was surprised that Hangman Adam Page kept up with Bryan Danielson. I really was. But at the end of the day, what did we get from it? Nothing. Nothing. That's just my opinion. That was the end result for me. But again, if you have a different result, go ahead and leave it in the comment section below. What do you think happened during this 60-minute time limit draw? Do you think AEW made the right choice? Did they make the right call? You're looking forward to their rematch? Yada, yada, yada. Do you disagree? I'm sure most of you disagree with me. Leave it on the comment section below.